Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I lost the footage on putting this together, but this is oregano tincture. And I'm not a doctor, but this is a home remedy. Um, I will leave links down in the description below so you can go look up the benefits and risks of an oregano tincture. And this is a tincture because it is oregano that I grew and I let it dry out. I dried it on screens. I put it in the jar and then I filled it above with vodka. So this is a tincture. And how we're going to strain it out and put it into clean dropper bottles. And this would be used, well, this is what we use it for. Cold and flu season. It's like has antibiotic properties. Um, you do have to be careful though. Like I said, I'll leave links below where you can look up the pros and cons of using it. And this is for my family, so we use it during cold and flu season for a sign of a cold. Now this oregano is very spicy and it can get a little hot and it doesn't taste very good. It's mixed with vodka. Like I said, I filled it up. I filled it with vodka. I put it in a dark cupboard in my kitchen pantry, and then I shake it every day. Now this has been brewing since I harvested my oregano, maybe the second week of September, first week of September. And I hung, what I do is I tie it in little bundles, I hang it up to dry, and then I lay it out on screens, and then I chop it up a little bit after it's dried and throw it in the jar, fill the jar with vodka, keep it in a cool, dark place for at least 3 weeks. This has been since September 7th. This went in, and today is November 9th. So, okay, so say you did that, and here it is. So what you're going to want to do is get your clean measuring cup. And these are separate. I'm in my soap room right now. These are separate from soap making, from, making food to eat. This is reserved just for herbal tinctures, oils, salves, etc. Same thing with the strainer. So what we're going to do is pop that off. You're going to strain it out. So the ideal thing is to let it sit there and drip and drip and drip. All right, so there's, let's let that drip. Let me put a glove on so I can show you. All right, so this is the oregano. As you can see, I just coarsely chopped it. I didn't chop it real fine because the vodka really extracts out all the good stuff in the oregano. And that's what you'll be left with. And you will have that. That's what the oregano oil looks like. Dark like that. Let me set that to the side. Okay. So what you want to do, I don't normally wear gloves when I'm making it for my family, but it's habit, when I'm in the soap room to do anything with gloves. Having a little tiny funnel is helpful. And you want to account for the dropper. So you don't want to fill this the entire way up. You want to bring it to about right here, because when you put the dropper in, it'll raise the liquid and you don't want it running over. So I'll put the funnel on, as you can see. So I got it. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. I'm going to take it up a little bit more. I'm going to take it up to about right there. Well, maybe not. No, I'll leave it like that. So about that full. And I have plenty of these droppers. I ran them through the dishwasher, and then I use 99% alcohol. And I spray the inside of I spray everything. The droppers, the inside. So there's that one. I spray the insides of the droppers with the alcohol, and then let it air dry, and that's like added sterilization. So let's get this poured in. Now I'm going to show you how to make a different version of this. So see, when you put the dropper in, how it raises up. And you have to label it. Now, how to use it is first sign of a cold or cough or flu symptoms. Depending on your age. For children, I would do like 5 drops in some warm water. Because like I said, it does have a very odd, very spicy oregano taste. Probably 5 to 8 drops in a warm cup of water. And then for adults, anywhere from 10 to 15 drops in a cup of water. Swirl it around and drink it at the first sign of, and only do that. You can do it twice a day, but I would recommend in the beginning until you see how your body reacts to it. Once a day in the morning. You can even add it to like tea with honey. Like I said, this is a tincture with vodka. So bear in mind, if you're using it with children, this vodka is not like there's still alcohol in it. So that's up to you and your family if you want to use it for children. That's entirely up to you. Your kid, your household, whatever. I make a lot of home remedies. I make plantain salve, which I am going to videotape next year when it grows. So anyway, what you'll want to do is make sure you label these and put on there, 5 to 8 drops for children. I would not recommend this, for a very young child under 3 years old. Always contact your doctor and ask them, especially if you're taking other medications, how that would, if it would interact with one of your medications you're on. I mean, God knows you don't want to do that. And we use it for colds and flu. And for us, it works out pretty good. It does knock down the cold. It's kind of like taking coldies, but a little bit better. It does knock down the cold to half, and the symptoms. It helps a lot. So that's the tincture. Oregano that I grew. Oregano herb that I grew. And that is the tincture. And that was about a cup of oregano dried by hanging and then on a screen, roughly chopped, stuffed into a mason jar, and then covered with vodka. Anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks in a dark cupboard. Open the door every day, move it around in the jar, and there you go. That's that. So I got these 2 smaller jars, and if you don't want to use vodka and make a tincture, we can make oregano oil. So I have oregano that I grew, dried, hung, but this time I chopped it up a little finer. I did it in my little, chopper machine, like where you would chop onions and that. And now this is home, this is grown at home. It's all organic. So we're going to put it in. This is a little, I believe these are 4 ounces. Possibly 2. I think it's 4-ounce jars. I'll have to look it up. So I'm going to go about 2/3 of the way with chopped oregano that's been dried. And this is, like I said, this is organic. It's from my garden. So there you go, about 2/3 of the way. We're going to use some olive oil, and whatever kind of olive oil you prefer. And we are going to pour it in. I'm sorry. I'm bad at filming. I'll get it. One of these days. So you want to pour it in. Hold on a second. Get a little spoon. So you're going to want to move it around. You're going to want to move it around in there. And see, there's not enough oil. So squish it up. And looks can be deceiving. You won't think that you're making a lot of oil, but you are. Because this is just 2 of those, the same size jars I used for the tincture, but these are just half that size. So you want to fill it like that. Make sure you incorporate it. Okay. We're going to put the lid on. You want that on pretty tight. All right. So there's your oregano and your olive oil. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put it in a dark cabinet. And every day you're going to swirl it around and shake it. So make sure the lid's on tight and make sure that your little thing's in place. And you're going to let this sit for 2 to 6 weeks or longer if you want. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to strain it out. You're going to put it in dropper jars, just like the ones you can buy them on Amazon. I'll leave the link down below. Make sure you wash them in hot soapy water and rinse really good. And if you want, sterilize them with the 99% alcohol. Which, let me grab one. This one's 91, which is just as good. And I get 91%. Alcohol to sterilize. You just spray them on and you allow it to evaporate. Allow the jars to dry. Do all the droppers. and just let them dry. Now, I hand wash the droppers so no water goes up into the little rubber part. I hold them like that because, water can create bacteria and you don't want that. So anyway, oregano oil, same thing. I'll leave a link down below to some websites that you can go research about the herb oregano for cold and flu season. It also, you can look it up. It also has some other benefits, but you also want to look up the cons in case you're on medication. It might interact with it. In case you have a condition that you should not be taking oregano oil. And you would do, the oil's a little different. It's a little milder. It's not as bitey. And you can take, for children, if your doctor says so, 3 to 5 drops under the tongue. Hold it there and swallow it down like drink something. Or you can add it to tea, but remember it is an oil. For adults, 5 to 15 drops, depending on how your body reacts to it. Same thing, I always put it under my tongue, hold it there, swallow it down, drink something warm, because it does leave an oregano taste in your mouth. So that's one home remedy that you can make for cold and flu season. That's what I do. Like I said, I am not a doctor. Please do your own research. Make sure you label them, and which I'm getting ready to make the labels for the tinctures. And you want to put, the label for this would be oregano, organic oregano, and olive oil. That's it. For the tincture, it's organic oregano and 80 proof vodka. That's it. You can use other alcohols. You just got to make sure it's 80 proof or above. And you want to use Everclear or whatever. Just keep in mind that that should be more for an adult. It's up to you about children, but, a lot of people won't give their children alcohol, and I can understand even if it is only 5 drops. All right, well, that's my Witchy Wednesday. And if you like content like this, I do have some other ideas. I was thinking about introducing you all to Reiki. Maybe doing like a Reiki level 1. Teach you about it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if that'd be something that would interest you. And I'm trying to keep this short. So until next time, see you later. Bye.